Hey, it's Aaron with Race Marketing. I'm in the studio right now, but I just wanted to pause and take a couple of moments to share some thoughts for the new year with you. They've been helpful for me as I've been preparing my year, and I hope they help you too. I used to be somebody who just didn't appreciate New Year's resolutions. I thought they were stupid. I thought people were just like overdoing it, being extra. And then I realized that if you do not plan to do something, you'll fall short of what your potential is. And so you're leaving opportunity on the table in terms of goals, in terms of how far you want to go. I love to say we're operating small businesses, but we have big dreams and big goals that we can accomplish. So I started a few years ago now setting goals, and I do them around what I call the 5 capitals. So I just wanted to share and recap those with you. You've got spiritual, physical, relational, intellectual, and of course financial. Most people put the financial at the top. They're like, I need to make this much money, I need to achieve these things, and they put the spiritual at the bottom. And one book that I read a while ago, The 5 Capitals, talked about switching those upside down. If we can be healthy spiritually, mentally, physically, spiritually, then the rest will follow. And so I ascribe to that as a believer, but I also think there's tons of application for those who don't ascribe to a certain faith as well. If you're well spiritually, mentally, and physically, then your other goals will align themselves. As I'm going into 2025, I'm thinking about things that we've already paved the way for, we've already laid foundations for, and a couple of things are the teams that we've built and sort of the trajectory, the goals that we've set for kind of a 3-year goal, 5-year goal, 10-year goal. We've already embarked on those. And so a lot of the foundations that have been laid now just need to be strengthened and built upon. And what that looks like in a practical way is building big people, right? Big dreams. You have to do those not just by yourself, but you have to have people that you come alongside with and do that with. And so there are a lot of team members who I've met and hired and worked with that I feel like really have a lot of potential to do more and to grow. I'm going to be focused this year on pouring into them and giving what I can to them in a more practical way so that down the road they can be leading in different capacities and more capacities as well. In 2024, we spent a lot of time systemizing the processes for our different businesses. Every role having responsibilities laid out, job descriptions, to-do lists, expectations, ratings matrix, things that would allow those positions to operate seamlessly. And so now that we have those things in place, now we can build upon that, right? And allow those people to run in those lanes. The reason that I think that's significant is that going into 2025, I really feel like it's going to be a year for growth. It's going to be a year for seeing some of the fruit that has come from the work of the past. And I get excited about that. I mean, it's a little slower at times to think of it that way. And it's like, oh, right now we're doing this big thing, but you can kind of see the steps happening that allow you to cross certain thresholds and open multiple locations and grow your staff and grow your revenues and all the above. And so looking at all that in terms of 2025, I'm looking at, from a financial goal perspective, just more and growth. Having stewarded what we had well, seeing the fruit of that in the future. Just sharing some of my other overview of my goals, some of them spiritually. I just want to keep growing closer to a knowledge of God and a knowledge of Jesus and spend more time in His Word, letting those truths of God transform my heart. Physically, in 2025, I'm sharing this. I want to run a half marathon. I've run multiple 5Ks. I've run a marathon on my own, but I want to enter into a race. I have not run a marathon. I've run a half marathon on my own, but I want to enter into a race and have the discipline that it takes to be in shape, ready to do that. Relationally, I want to continue to make connections. I want to continue to connect with fellow business owners and grow this channel and grow these means of connecting with people. I just love cheering other people on, seeing what their goals are and seeing how I can help them accomplish those. So I'm looking forward to that. And then intellectually, I'm a horrible reader, self-proclaimed just the worst reader ever. But I would like to read at least 5 books and grow my knowledge in certain areas in 2025. Those are just a couple of the goals that I have for the new year that I wanted to share with you. If you haven't made some sort of goal, I would say at least write it down. Write down a prayer, an aspiration, some sort of something you want to work towards. If you're shooting for nothing, then that's probably what you'll accomplish this year. But if you dream big and you shoot for that, then you'll be surprised by what you can do. I'm cheering you on. Thank you for following and subscribing and connecting here. I always say friends are better than followers, so thank you for being one of those. Keep up the good work, and we'll see you soon. Have a good new year.